Yeah, this is Best Butter again. We come now to see which part we going to put that mystery. Right? So you see now the thing go. See now nice it go. Nice cool place. This place getting 6 to 7 hours sun for the day. If I need more cut down to trees and the trees get big, so I'll get a little more sunlight for the 10 hours self and thing. Right? But what I want to show you this morning is how I prepare the ground because this is outside with stone, rock, everything, vines, everything. Right? You see what I do here? Clean up the land, lily fine because we are approaching the dry season. That will hold a little dew when it fall on the ground. Right? For the plants to keep cool now. And you see the hole here now. What I dig? That's what I go on there. I dig up the ground, right? I dig the edge here. Bring down the dirt and about an inch here I loosen up. But I was to level the spot so the plant could sit down good. Right? Then I sprinkle, as you see, the ashes, which is ashes from wood from the bush, not wood we buy in factory. That ain't good for plants. You gotta get it from the bush now. So that good ashes there. I mix some 12, 24, 12. I a teaspoon of 12, 24, 12. I put on the ground too. Then I put a tablespoon of Epsom salt, right? Because this ground acid, high in acidity, right? So I usually use limestone. I really one of the reasons why I use the ashes. I ain't no limestone and thing right now, so I use the ashes. And another reason for using the ashes with the 12, 24, 12 is to try to get these plants and them to bear fast because the sun coming in. Then I want to just plant a fasting, fast, you understand? So that's why I use the 24, the 12, 24, 12 because that is phosphorus. The 24 is phosphorus, right? NPK. That is the style. But normally you go use a little urea and a little Epsom salt. You know, thing to grow the plant, nothing to collie the plant then. But I will fast collie, right? So I'll show you what I do after I level the spot for the plant. Go all about the ground slant like here. Right? And you see the hole on them how they looking level. Like if they was so. That wasn't so. It's I who put them so. Right? You know how they're looking. So what I do with this cobra here now. This is what they call a cobra, piece of steel with a point on the end. Right? When you ram them in the ground so. One just move stone. Instead of digging a big hole for my plant to be falling down, or if it dry, it will be too dry because I dig it up. If it wet, it will be too wet because I dig it up. So it doesn't work for no weather. Right? So the cobra now. See what I do there? That is what I do. So why I could break what the ground going to do is break. See? You know the ground breaking open there? Alright. That's what you need for ganja plant. Right? What's going on inside you know. But remember, I after level here and I done put my things on the hole. Right? Then I come now and this is the soil I mix here. This is pear dirt. Watch it closely. Nice, not dirt really, but nice topsoil from the jungle under them leaf. You know? So this thing. Yeah? The leaf are rotten and all them little rotten wood and thing from the heart of the tree are rotten like this. I take some, but I use a 5-gallon bucket to use my measurement. I put quarter bucket of it has some little pieces to share here. Right? Quarter bucket of them thing I mash it up because it's well soft. See? That's how soft it be. Because it rotten properly. So I best compose. So those are these people where they tell you about what to do and this and that. It's simple. Take quarter bucket of the 5 gallon bucket of the wood chips like this, and more even finer because it doesn't make like dust like that. See how easy? And mix it up. Put the next 3 bucket with only topsoil. So you don't want too much of the wood. Try this at insect go or live in the wood. Right? Or make care use too much insecticide, wood lice and thing. So if 3/4 is dirt, topsoil, you will have less of that. Right? And less of the soggy business, because when you water thing it will be real soggy. So that way you want to avoid. So use quarter bucket or 5 gallon bucket, quarter of the compost and 3/4 of the topsoil. We have it right here. We don't have to go nowhere. And remember, any place you live in and thing and see people using limestone or dolomite, lime and all these things on the soil is because it's high in acid, right? So that's why very acidity. So you're gonna have to use something for your marijuana plant also. So it's easy to check. People must be planting garden around thing, because there are places where that same ashes will damage your plant. Because if the pH of the soil is the right context and everything, nice fertile ground you're on, you wouldn't want no limestone, you wouldn't want no dolomite lime, no ashes on your soil. Because it's real high in potassium, plus it has magnesium, it has copper, it has all the different things. It has about out of 15 things we use for we plants, yeah, that have 12 in it. You understand? So you know how powerful the ashes is. I think the ratio it is 0.13. That is high in foreign in potassium, right? The 3 is the potassium, the 1 is phosphorus, the 0 is nitrogen. So, which means this ashes here have no nitrogen. They have 1 in phosphorus and 3 in potassium, like the NPK where we just be dealing with, right? So, in foreign now, that 3 we're seeing in that potash they like high. In Trinidad, it was sound like low. The reason for that is because the chemicals we have here, all the ratio them high. You'll get like 20, 20, 20. Yeah? You'll get like 20, 10, 30. You won't get nothing lower than that. And I said somebody bringing in all the organic stuff there now, and it will be very expensive because it will not available. You know? So what I doing after, you know, I taking the soil, fill them up to a certain standard. Right? See now going on there. Right? Otherwise too high. That's why it level. You know? So I could put my plant proper in there. Then I have a thing called Rhizolex, which we just use on almost all the plants. Right? Rhizolex is for the damping of the water in the root, which is the ground this does work on. It don't work by spraying on plants and all these things, right? This work by the ground. So it's Rhizolex and Fast Stack. How I use it, I put a little 10 in the Fast Stack to a gallon of water. Because it have no plant on the ground here as yet. Right? So I put 10 in the Fast Stack because that is growing plant. And I put 4 tablespoons of the Rhizolex. That one don't burn plant, but that is how I use it without plant in the hole. When I put the plant in the hole and plenty rain and thing, at the flowering stage is when I will be using that next. So you use it up front, and when at the flowering stage you use it and you don't use it again. Twice you use that and it does work really good. Right? That is for less chemical in the ground for your cannabis plant. Right? So you use it before you plant Or if you had a plant and then use it, you could use 2 tablespoons of the Rizolex with a 5 ml of the fast stack or pest stack, however you get to buy. You know, are good for soil. Them other things they go smell stink, but it's not for soil, like for hoppers and all these things. So you see where I deal with the hole, you know. I come in and I can just spray it, right? Then I spray the hole, right? So I dampen the hole before I plant, you know. Right? Make sure your hole wet good. Once that wet good, anything could play. Nothing that slip. Right? So right the work you know. Wet your hole on them. So thing, huh, son? Make sure your hole is nice so that they fast stacking. Nothing when you ever the root of your plant. Remove everything. Don't forget the cobra. So you're going to be boring a solid hole. That's what you call a solid hole, all the ground cock up. When the ground dig up, you throw down your plant plus too much water, too much sun, dry or over soak. Right? See like this one here. That's how I level them there. I just dig off the edge of the bank here and bring it down level here. And then I'm gonna be digging about a 1 inch loosen here and then boy it with the cobra. Right? You just do a real boss work. Taking out stone, anything.